Hey, good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome to my secondary channel, the number one. Oh, hold on, let me see. Again, welcome to my secondary channel, the number one grinder, real talk. My channel, the Underrated Darkness, the main one will be back soon. Will be back soon. The Underrated Darkness channel will be back soon. Um, I hope everybody is doing okay. All right, I really do. Hey, Swoops, how you doing? I haven't seen you in a while. I haven't seen you in a while. Let me read this out before I continue. Just remember us as the righteous ones. We are still be winners. That's the real, the number one grinder. All right, remember that. We are still winners. And also, I'm one of the best. I'm one of the best kept secrets on YouTube. The best of the business. And I'll be hit y'all with the countdown. And the title is The Reflection of Our Grandparents, the Jewels that They Drop on Us. I will explain, and we're going to get to it this after this intro. I got a little let me fix this. There's little technical difficulties. I'll be right back. Be right back. Hold on. I'm back. I'm back. Sorry for the inconvenience. Again, welcome to my secondary channel. Down in the darkness. I mean, no one grinder. My secondary channel, the number one grinder, real talk. And tonight we're gonna talk on the reflection of our grandparents, the Jews that they drop on us. This is like one of the topics that I always want to talk about, and never get a chance to, and I definitely want going to explain that. Yo, also, also with that with the grandparents, also the aunts and the uncles, you know. So swoops like me, thanks for being here. Press one if you're here. Press one if you're still here. Swoops like me. And so let me get this off. So again, the title is The Reflection of Our Grandparents, the Jews that they drop on us. I will explain. You know, as me growing up, my late parents and stuff, and do whatever they can to um to guide us and everything. But it's always the grandparents give you them extra juice, them lifetime juice. Hold on, family. Hold on. No. And if we don't really talk about them extras. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to talk about grandparents on both sides of the family, my late father's side and my late mother's side, and then I'm going to talk about my aunts and my uncles. Some that I know, and some that I didn't get to know. Um, Now we'll start off on I call him Grandpa Wallace. He passed away when I was six back in '72. I said that my other child, Already Darkness. That was my late mother's father, and I remember it was times that I hung out with him, and he had his Cadillac. I forgot what year it was, but he used to like talk to me, like, what you want to do in your life, what you want to be. Basically, it's like he was talking to me like I'm not 6 years old, like I was a teenager or something, because I do quite a few things. And I remember that he was talking to me like, well, like days was going on, right? I said, yeah. He always said, all of us supposed to be equal, but we not. And so to deal with all that, right? And to understand what he got with cooking with CER, welcome. You know, masculinity was there. And he used to play with me. We did man stuff. It was not really like pro football because really throw the football around. I love basketball. So we always say had this basketball. We used to shoot around and stuff like that. My late father didn't really care about him and everything. They didn't get along and stuff, but at the time I was the youngest, and I missed those times that I was with him. And when I came from school, my late mother told me, grandpa passed away. And I said, hey, which one? Because both my grandfathers passed away. Was living at the time before he passed on. My mother's father and my late father's father. My late mother. And I was very, very sad because it left a void in my life for a while, you know. And as a young boy, it makes you when you got older, it makes you think that how the grandfather's role is really diminished throughout the years, throughout humanity, but especially our community. It's not being respected. And I remember he said, it's going to be people when you're different, and when you do what's right, they're going to come after you. You stand up. You hear me? And that was my late mother's father, grandfather Wallace. I remember that Also, where we used to have like family outings and stuff at his house, back in Brooklyn. And he always made sure that got to know all his kids. He had a lot of kids though. After he let after him and my grandmother they worked out, he met this lady named Hattie, and they ended up having 9 kids, 8 girls and 1 boy. Majority of them I got to know. Majority, but not all of them. You know, and I remember he was always there. Grandfather Wallace was always there. Wow. So that's why I was like, when y'all come in, I want you to take a good look at the thumbnail I had. I want you to take a good look at it. I want you to take a good look at it and visualize it. And even the grandparents here back there was together too. You know? Spoil the grandkids and all like that, and play with you. And when it's time they need to talk to you, they talk to you, you know? So hold on for a second, please. I'm back. And I remember there was one time it was one of those times that my mother picked me up from school and she said, "Where we going? We're going to grandpa's house." And then he didn't want to talk and everything. And I said, okay. And that's with dad my pops was in the car, my late father was in the car. And I don't want to go there. But that's his grandpa. He said, "You want to see grandpa?" I said, "I want to see grandpa." And hey, what's up, little one? Hey, what's up? What's up? And he had his demons. He had his demons, but he want me to know, you know. And but I know when he around me, he protect me, and the rest is grandkids too. He was very overly protective. You know, my mother's kids, my late mother's kids, and my aunt's kids. Very protective, both of his daughter kids, because they was well, my late grandmother, my late grandfather together. They had 2 kids, so that's my mother, my late mother, and my late auntie Ruth. That I'll be talking about in a few minutes. And the Jews that he was dropping, it was so revealing that I could apply it to when I got older. Right on time. And these Jews, what they were passing was like ahead of time, you know. And when he gone, it's like I said before, it was a vote. It was like a something that left. My parents was there. My late parents was there. No doubt about that. It helped me. No doubt about that. But I miss the warmth. I miss the masculinity. I miss the firmness. Bruce goes. Shout out to you, brother. And when he left in '72, that's like I said, my late mother's father, grandfather, call him Grandfather Wallace. It did something to me. It really did. Then we get to my late father's father. I call him Grandfather Thomas. We call him Pops. But I call him, Grandfather, for now I call him Grandfather Thomas. From down south, came up hard, just as, Grandfather Wallace, he came up hard. He came from the south too. I forgot what he came. I forgot what he was born and raised up, but he was somewhere in the south. But Grandfather Thomas, he came moving with us. I believe back in, I think, late 72, early 73. And he lived with us for like, man, about, I said, about almost a year and a half. And I remember I used to take school bus. Sometimes he used to be all right there, come pick me up. The father, my late father. And I remember him and my father, he always used to get on oh, tell me how to raise my kid, but you need to do this way. It was funny. And but I see the father and the son relationship, even though that, two grown men cannot live together. We got to get that out there. You had their own way, so that plays a role too. Well, what I remember Grandfather Tom is he always was talking about the good old days. He always used to like, always talking about money, finance. He always talked about, how, make sure your conduct's straight. As a man, you stand up. You don't let nobody get, do you any way they want to. Just as Grandfather Wallace was too. And he's dropped so much jewels, it's crazy. I remember it was like that one time it was nice outside, so at the time I was isolated. I didn't have friends, that many friends, so I was playing with the Tonka toy. I had a big yellow Tonka toy truck, and I played basketball. That's all it was to me. That's what I always want to do. And I remember that it was like late at night, and that's what my father like, yeah, we gonna go to he said, yeah, we just gonna go downstairs, hang out a little something, something. I thought that was the type like, be outside anyway. So and now I remember we was talking about World War I and how the United States, you know, treat us as a people and throughout humanity. He was telling me stories that you see one of his friends died for nothing, you know, and how they make him very, very stern and stubborn. You know, he dropped so much jewels that I don't know what to start. You know, but I remember he always say this that when you get up, you put your pants on like the next man put their pants on. They ain't no better than you. And you remember that. Now I know we hear that, and also he has saying this, say yeah, just like you got your hands up, I got my hands up too. If you want to talk, let's put our hands down and talk. But if you violate me, I'm putting my hands up. And and he always showed me learn how to pick your battles. You know, but when it's time to duke it out, you duke it out. And back in '74, he passed when I was 8. Hold up, and oh, sorry about that, y'all. And that was back to back. That was back to back, and I heard it. That I went through it when I was 6, and now I'm going through that I was 8. Two prominent men that had a man made a major impact in my life. Live Jews, and I don't remember how he died. Or I just remember that they took his body. I just seen his body, and and it hurt my father a lot. You know. I mean, I looked at it like, well, Grandfather Thompson always said, when I die, I don't want you to cry over me and stuff like that. I see you, and I see you in another everlasting life. But I cried, you know, and it hurt my mom a lot because my late mother because they was very close. They was very very close. And I remember that holding my mom's arm real tight. I'm sorry, mommy. I said it's okay, baby. And we always talk about he was one of the few ones that encouraged me, besides my father, read about our history, Black history. Also, always challenge what's wrong, the injustices of that. He was one of the few main ones, and it left a lasting effect on me. It did. You know. Oh, hold on for a second. Hold on for a second. I'm back. Sorry about that. Welcome, Charlotte Kennedy. Thanks for coming. Appreciate that. And it heard it. So I lost two of my grandfathers within 2 years, 72 and 74. Now we gonna get to my my great great grandmother, my grandmother's mother, um, that's Miss Jessie Lee Perry, and she was something. She was very stern, very stern. My great great grandmother, you know, I got a chance to really get to know her. She was one of those now. She let you know who was her favorite is, who her favorite grandkids is. Not, so not for that, but she was a protector. She always protect her great grandkids. Her grandkids are like grandkids. She didn't play that. You know what I mean? Especially she also has young boys and stuff. I remember one time I went to see her and everything. And she came downstairs. She lived in the projects. She came down, and I remember um, it was like I don't know. It was like somebody was saying something. He said, "I know you ain't talking to my good grandson like that." And you know, people told me stories about her when she was young. Like she's cut you up. So people said, "No, no, Miss Perry, don't like her." So okay, now when it comes to mines, I don't play that. All right, and so that's Mama. We call her Mama, and she passed away at 82. That's my late That's my late grandmother's mother. Now we get grandmother Darcy. That's what I was telling y'all before, that she was married to grandfather Wallace. And then also though she got married to, I think, an African guy. But that never really happened, nothing anyway. And Mary Lee Bassey, she was also a protector. She was always dropping juice. She loves to cook. She likes to cook and talk. Excellent card player. You know, she was an excellent card player. And hold on, family. And sorry about that. I had to take the text because you're support. But also, she had favorites. But you know, and I remember it was this young lady. She was fast too. And she's like, "Yeah, who's that?" She kept on bothering me. I know my grandma. She came in there and said, "I know where she live at. Come on, baby." She went and knocked on the door with a bat and everything. She had bats. She had like a miniature. She had a real bat and she had a miniature bat. I remember she bought a miniature bat. Yeah, yeah. Also, my grandmother, my late grandmother, she had rep too. Yeah, yeah. She was no joke. With back in the days, there people used to tell me stories about my late grandmother. Like, so, and she can't say, let me explain something to you. I don't know what it is and everything. You leave him alone. I told him no, don't. You don't hit a woman. You don't do nothing like that. You don't bother a woman. Okay. But also, I show him to let him know you don't let no little girls or these women, these hussies, take advantage of you either. You leave him alone because the next time I'm not talking. Okay, Miss Bassy, please. I said, no, I understand. Hey, your kids be acting up. We don't know. I know. But I'm just letting you know. Keep an eye on her because she got a bad rep out here. And after that, she said, "You go and play with your friends." Very over. She was very overprotective, especially on grandkids. Now, I know people say, "Grinder, where is you getting that?" What I'm getting at this too, as I said again, I want you to look at the thumbnail, right? And also, I want you to keep on understanding of the topic that we talk about. And I'm gonna go more about the passing Jews. So, out of all that, she passed away in '96. Okay, and my father. Hey, Community Solutions, how you feel? Thank you. Good evening. Thanks for showing up. Very much appreciated. And I forgot to talk about my late father's mother. Her name is Gloria. Down south. I'm talking. She used to choose tobacco. She used to. I'm talking about the can used to be feet away. She used to spit it. Pew! But she used to pass on so much jewels, man. She was one of those, like, she carried a gun. She always had 4 5. So you listen here. When it comes, this is mine right here. I love my grandbabies. I shoot a man. I shoot a women too. He fast. You see, listen here, boy. These women out here fast. Be careful now. Don't have me get me locked up. I said, no. Okay. And I remember she always used to tell that my late second oldest brother and my oldest brother, because they was at the girls. So I was a young, because I wasn't really into girls. Like I said, I was basketball stuff. I liked the girls, but like that. So it's always dropping jewels. And they wasn't no longer together. Grandfather and grandma. She, like I said, she passed away 85. And it hurt my father a lot. Now I remember he said, you want to come with me? You don't have to worry about, you know, money and stuff. I got more than enough. Or I have to rush and stuff. No, 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 that's all right. Because I don't know if my father took the bus or no, I know not that. First he was going to take the bus, but he changed his mind. He said, I'm gonna drive. He said, I'll wait for you. I said, nah. And I think at that moment it hurt my father. Now at the time, me and my late father, we was I ain't gonna say we was I ain't gonna say we would see eye to eye, but the nourishment part wasn't there. But at the same time, that I felt that was his time. He needs to spend time with his mother, you know. And I think about stuff like that at times, you know. I really do. And again, I want people to look at the thumbnail that I put. I want y'all to understand where I'm coming from. That's missing of humanity and also especially in our community, our people. And and it does happen today. People don't want to talk about it, but it does happen. You see stuff, you see wrinkle here, wrinkle there, you know. And they stuck together. They work as a family, you know. We'll get back to her. She passed away 85. Now we get to my Uncle Pete. No, let me go to my Uncle Bud. That was on my mother's side. That was like, you know, my mom. Shoot, he always said, "Yo, your mother, yo, she was the oldest. My late mother was the oldest out of everybody, all the kids. You know, different father. You know, I mean, different mother. And I can tell you that whoever like mess with us and mess with my moms, he's well, you know, my brother, my Uncle Bud. He coming. He's so he and I'm gonna tell you, my late father, he was never really got to, you know, he was a he was difficult person to get along with, but him and Bud always got along. They always got along. He said, "Oh yeah, Herschel, you don't have to say nothing. Just let me know. I take care of that." And we lost Quake this, you know, and but you know, Bud always see. I remember like when I was little, he always to see us. He always come around because you know he into drugs, you know, stuff like that. But see, he didn't really come around that much. But you know, out the year, he's come like 2 or 3 times, and but when he come, he stays, you know, and we got real acquainted. Like um my older sister and my older brother, they know that side of family more because they've been with them, you know, throughout the years. Me, my second oldest, me, my late second oldest brother, and my second oldest sister, we was not really around all that much, you know. So we know of them and everything. They love us, but you know, a lot of things was happening. So you know, my late parents had to like make sure to protect us that way. So, but I remember my cousin, I mean my aunt Bud, Uncle Bud, my auntie Annette, and I believe Natalie used to come, Rochelle. They used to come, you know, chill, you know. And I remember they used to drop jewels too. They were very overprotected too. You know, they put the word out, you leave my nephews alone. And they was not playing either. You know, they protected, you know, their nieces too. And but I was getting out there. So get back to Auntie Ruth. That's my late mother's sister. They was close. I'm talking about close. Like you can't even put them apart. You know, I consider her, you know, my second mother. Got a few of my time too, but she my second mother. She my first second mother. She has a way. She was quiet, but don't test her. You know, my late mother and my late aunt, they was in a girls' game back in Brooklyn, New York when they was young. So and got the fed for themselves, you know. my grandmother did not know at the time, and they used to scrap and all that, and and I feel that I just got that, that in me, scrap, grind, from that to my late father, you know. You're not gonna. They got out of it, you know, and have their own family, you know, cousins and stuff. I had women and cousins. Also protect, my aunt's side, auntie Ruth, my girl cousins, women cousins. I mean, hey, protect me too. Protect all of us. And then auntie Ruth, she passed away in '98 of cancer, and that broke my heart. That was at the time I was married. You know, my grandmother left. My grandmother left '96. Oh, let me throw this in. I have also second mother Pat Smith. We know each other. We was like him and my mom. So they was very close. They know each other back in the '50s, and she left us in '96 too. I think it was a month apart. And that hurt me too. You know, and the second one is Susan Duncan. These are great women. They was not all of, but they were in their own way. They was not. They ain't all about no nonsense. And I miss them. And so now then we gonna talk about Uncle Pete. He's still living. He in his 90s. You know, I believe he's um yeah, I think he's 92. He's still living. He's 92. He's still living. And he always was like always come with the car and stuff, and he played with me and stuff. And he from originally from North Carolina too. He was living in Brooklyn. Him and my aunt lived in Brooklyn. My late aunt lived in Brooklyn for a while, and then did he want to go back home? So he ended up moving back. They moved back, I think, back in the early '90s, if I'm not mistaken, back down south. You know, it was a lot. And but he used to try. He always used to say this that he clean too. He overly obsessed of cleaning. Oh my goodness, wash his hands. Clean. I remember my late auntie Ruth. She used to make some banging spaghetti and miso sauce. Oh my god, she was always in the past. You say when you guys got to do things right. If you do things right the first time, you have nothing to worry about it. Get you some, bring the chains back. You know, when you talk to a person, you look in their eye, you talk to them. Don't have your head down. I don't care if she's a woman. You pick your head up, you look her right in the eye, you let her know you mean business. No? So along the way, I learned a lot. I learned a lot from my grandparents on both sides. I learned a lot from my aunts and my uncles, the ones still here and the ones not here. While I'm talking to you right now, I'm looking at the thumbnail. That's the way it's supposed to be. Now, now I'm getting down to the nitty gritty. And I know you hear outside of space and inside of space, they talk about, you got these guys, they talking about the women. They ain't doing this and they ain't doing that. And when you say stuff like that, you always used to be the stern one in the wisdom. I'm talking about the men. You used to pull the men on the side, yeah, hey man, you don't say nothing like that. I get what you're saying, you know what I mean? You don't have to say nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Let the woman take care of that. There's no direction of the elder statesman right now. Now I know there are some out there like that. It still is, but there are degrees of the grandparents plays in the picture, and even aunts and uncles. You know, and even like the grandparents. I'm talking about the men. The men hold men be accountable, and women help said women be accountable too. And what we see in the space, it's not happening. It really is not happening. And even if they live a certain life and stuff. If they like if I'm talking about the women, of my family, they used to say some stuff about men. Like, wow, yeah, how you feel, but but at the same time, they protect. That's how I feel about this man, but they had nothing to do with you. They explain themselves, you know. I remember my grandma, she's talked to me and she said, this world's changing. And I want you to understand you gotta protect yourself. You gotta stand up being a man. And listen to these men what they telling you. I know how you see me no man for a long time. I know I be saying something, but this world's changing. And they gonna do whatever they can to bring you down as a man. You don't let it happen. You stay on that, you stay on it being a man. Don't have this woman get you messed up. And I remember that it was women had these talks on my great grandmother, my grandmother both sides, aunts, the talk of I'm saying is that even if my grandparents and my aunts and uncles would hear the stuff that they say in the space, they would shake their head. They would shake their head. No, like I remember one time, it was it was my late father. He had a friend. They grew up together in Georgia. They knew each other. He said, "Man, I ain't feel like being around a woman. Man, you don't have to be around a woman. You don't have to be around her. But you cannot, talk about all women like that, man. I get what you're saying, man. Be a man, stand up, man. You know what I'm saying? If you want to be around, you don't have to be around, man. But don't pass that around, And, hold them accountable, Anything that happen, no. We're not gonna talk about that. And also, I understand that us as men, for a long time, we don't really have spaces to really get it out like that. And that's why we hear men talk they hurt, but it had to be some healing too. It had to be some healing because I come from like this that if that woman ain't good enough for you, you don't be with her. Simple as that. So men, when I was coming, men hold other men accountable, and we got to work on that. But at the same time, though, too, now, I'm gonna talk about the women. We also hear women here talking about they ain't no good man. They hear these men do this and that and everything. And oh man had hurt me and stuff like that, and other things. And I wish black boys died, and he ain't this, he ain't that. I want to deal with. I don't have to deal with. So if you don't want to deal with a black man, just don't deal with it. Just don't. If you don't want to be around, if you don't want to be a helper, it goes for men too, but it goes to say that man. If you don't want to help to bring the family together, don't say nothing at all. Don't say nothing. It goes for men too. But the women, I hear y'all too. Say a lot of things for a long time. And also you'll be letting your personal experience get in the way of the betterment of us as a people. You know, you had your perks, you know. You have sons. Do you want that certain woman, disrespect your son? Or your boy cousins and your nephews? And the sad thing about it, majority of these women, they are not our age group. My age group, 55, a little older. I don't care about you hurt. I don't care about this. So, okay, I don't need your protection. Okay, you don't need it? Don't expect me to save you then. Just as man, I don't need a black one. So you don't need a black woman? Okay. Don't think that she will be around you. It's unfair. But I know as the same time I am a man. And I work according and I'm gonna be according as a man as God had made me through my late parents. And I hear things and I see things. And these people is not listening to the grandparents, the aunts and uncles that dropping jewels on them to have a better conversation, have a better life. And these are the things that we have to analyze. We have to analyze that we want to be a family. It has to be some compromise. It has to be compromise. And we have to understand that the system was made for to break up the family. I see it in myself. How they try to disrespect my late grandfathers. And even the women that stuck by them, how the system trying to use against them to break them up. I know it. I seen it. I've been through it. That my late mother, my late father had to fight against it. In a way, I'm kind of happy they don't hear what's going on, hear what's coming out of the man's mouth, some man's mouth, and some women's mouth, because they would shake their head like, really, yo? Because we have to understand there's no direction. There's no direction. There is no link. They could go back and pay attention of our elder statesmen that I said before. Our grandparents, our late grandparents, our late aunts and uncles. Or it could be a best friend of the family. Now the Jews that they went over their head. But I'm just saying this though. If y'all keep on hurting good people, and I'm talking about that willing to put God first, it goes from man and woman, something gonna happen to y'all. And you gonna wish many days that you wish you could do things the right way. So you keep on disrespecting human beings. Keep on disrespect the hurt. Keep on stepping on the vulnerability. Keep on talking toxic. And rest for sure, something gonna happen to you. One way, one way or the other. You better go back and think about the Jews that the people of yesteryear, people of the past, and get it, learn from it, and be a better person. Because I know for me, I ain't being around no toxic people. I ain't being around no toxic men, and I'm not being around no toxic women. No, women, I'm not. No, I'm not. Nah, people say, "Oh, you think you're better than me?" Yep, I am better than you because I'm not. I'm not dealing with that. Because we have to learn from our hurt. You cannot be have one foot out of toxic and the other foot inside toxic. You gotta have both feet outside the toxic. You know what I got that from? I got it from my late auntie Ruth. See, when you do what's right, you got both feet got to stand firm with it. You gonna do wrong, same thing. At the end of the day, I'm a man, and I'm gonna act according as a man. That's how it is. I don't break my balls. I'm gonna speak the truth. That's what it is. Women, y'all don't like it. Too bad. I don't care. I ain't gonna lose no sleep. You know, you don't have to like me, but you're gonna respect me. No, I'm just saying that at the end of the day, my family, and I know their other family is the same thing too. Men hold men accountable, women hold women accountable. That's how I was raised. That's part of I'm from that cloth. And I know it's gonna be some people they gonna catch a attitude over it. I don't care. So be it. But if you understand where I'm coming from, I hope you do. You get what I'm saying? We could strive to be better people. And we have to put some respect of our grandparents, of the past and our aunts and uncles. And even if they probably live a life that is not right, but they do whatever they can to protect us, right? They don't want us to follow their footsteps. Gotta respect that too. But I know y'all don't want to do that. But y'all don't want to do that. You just want to keep it going and going and going and going and going and going. I just hope that we have keep on having reflection of our grandparents and the jewels they drop on us. Let's keep that reflection going. Let's keep it going. Let's not be that's just a memory, you know. And let's keep the jewels, hold on tight of these everlasting jewels they drop on us to be better people. Because once upon a time, you know, they grandparents, they mother fathers had dropped jewels on them. They passed it down. I know that I'm still gonna be of that reflection. I know that of my life. What about you? What about you? Man, let's be accountable to each other. Let's talk to each other. Women do the same thing too. Be accountable because my late grandparents of both sides, my late father's side and my late mother's side, hold each other accountable. The men with the men, women with the women. They didn't play those sides. Oh, you know, it's such. I remember. I'm gonna say a few things. I'm gonna get off. I remember one time uh, it was that's when my cousin she owned a shop back in Brooklyn. It's back like in the '90s, and my auntie, she always so show up with my fault, you know, my uncle and stuff like my late auntie. And it was this lady. I came in there. I said, "Hi, auntie, well, hey, what's up, baby? How you doing? Why you go get your hair? Nah, man, you know here. I got money. Well, you better put that money in your pocket. You go there, I will treat you a hero. We gotta talk. Cause at the time I haven't seen my auntie in a minute. So, and that was the same day we was going to grandma's house, you know. And there was this lady, so I said, hi, ma. I surprised my mother because I ain't seen him in a while, you know. And now this during the time my father, you know, my father been gone for a few years. Back he passed away 89. My late father passed away 89. So again, so I let me say that. And we was talking, you know, it's like talking about the good times. He said, oh my God, you remember? I said, yeah, I remember. So and I remember like Gria, she was talking. I was talking about cousin. Hey, what's up, cuz? How you doing like this? So she said, yeah, like this. So my cousin, like, excuse me, I am talking to my cousin. Once you go sit in the chair and wait, I'm gonna do your hair within 15 minutes. I am talking to my cousin. And I remember my other cousin Renee, she was there. I ain't seen in a while. And you know, again, hold each other accountable. And she was saying something, oh, this like that. My mother, I never get my mother, my late aunt. I said, it's a woman's thing. We handle it. I said, all right, I'm going to get the hero stuff. Let her have it. And when I came back and I met my lay aunt, he said, "Listen, let me explain something to you. You a woman, yeah, but it don't give you the right to act like a little girl. You're not a little girl, you're a woman. So you act like a woman. Be in order of being a woman. Because what you're doing, see what she I forgot which word she used to say. Huzzy, but you acting like a little dirty huzzy. Need to stay in your place. And again, they let me know, that's all, we got it. We see what's going on. We gonna handle it. And they took care of it. And my cousin, she said, you know what? I don't want you to come here no more. Here's the money back. Go somewhere. Somebody had no, no, no. You disrespect my cousin. Oh no. We cannot have that. Yeah. Because women deal with other women. Hold them accountable. Because I was gonna leave. So no, you staying right here. You family. And I said, wow. You still handling your business? They said, yeah. Ain't no need. She ain't no need for that. And we were talking about accountability, how it is right now and everything. And she said that's missing. And I remember my cousin Greer. He said, "Listen here, y'all know how these women be acting at times and everything. You stand being a man, you hear me? Don't have no women talk to you the way you want to and everything. We just took care of that because I said, yeah, I get it. But again, majority of these women, they don't want to hold each other accountable. They don't. They really don't. They can say all they want to. They don't. Just as men too. Excuse me. So we understand now. We're dealing with people. We're dealing with people, grown people that want to keep things going and learn. Again, please learn of the jewels of our grandparents, our aunts and uncles passed on to us. Learn about the good times, the bad times, and their journey to keep the family together. The reflection of our grandparents, the jewels that they drop on us. Listen to the jewels, take it and run with it. We be better people. On behalf of my secondary channel, the number one grinder, Real Talk, yours truly, the number one grinder. I hope that you'll get something out of this and be better people. Please share this out. If you want to donate, um, my cash app is $ capital JT 53000. My cash app is $ capital JT 53000. Let's not forget about the Jews they passed to us. Let's not forget about them. And they are grandparents in our community, are keeping the family together. And they drop Jews on their grandkids. And we still got good aunts and uncles out there that are doing the same. So, again, on behalf of my channel, my secondary channel, the number one grinder, Real Talk, Yocho, the number one grinder. Thank you so much. Very much appreciated. For everybody, troops like me, cooking with CER, Bruce Goes, Charlotte Kennedy. Hope that you sub to my channel. Very much appreciate my secondary channel. And like I said, the Underrated Darkness, the channel will be back soon. Let's not forget about the Jews. And the ones in the clouds, thank y'all for listening. Y'all have a blessed night. This one is Ghost. Oh, sorry. Anybody that is that are traveling, to your destination or home, you single, family members, associates, etc. When you travel, take extra safety precaution out there because the climate out there is real, and we do not want nothing to happen to y'all. We want you to be safe whether you travel at home or to your destination. Again, this is the end of the reflection of our grandparents, the Jews that they drop on us. Hope y'all enjoy it. Again, share this out. Thank you so very much. This one is Ghost. Have a good night. Stay blessed. Stay blessed. Stay blessed.